Up, I'm live, and I'm live early. I was actually originally intending on going live an hour earlier than this, even, but real life stuff. You know how it is. So I'm live now instead. Also, I basically finished my Sinnoh living decks. Not really. Why is there a message on... Oh, because it didn't actually render the emotes, that's why. I was gonna say, there's a message, a text message, like, just text, no emotes, on OBS, but not in my chat. Why do I not see it? Because it just didn't render the emotes. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, yeah, I spent some of today working on my Sinnoh Pokedex, not that anybody cares. Still in the, I just can't get out of it. That damn Professor Oak challenge save, because that's where I had most of it. I made a living dex out of the regional dex, except it's 149 of 150, because I don't have a Palkia from BDSP. If you're wondering why I'm doing that, it's because I want to fill out the dexes in home in the mobile app. So I'm just looking at something real quick. But yeah. Anyway, that's not why I'm here. That's not why I'm live right now. It's not Pokemon stuff. I just wanted to mention it because I did stream a bit of it the other day, and, well, I basically knocked out the entirety of the Sinnoh stuff today. Like, literally. Hadn't started it before today. Finished it today. Except for Palkia, but if I can't get one on, well, I'm probably not going to be able to get one reliably on GTS, so I'll just poke somebody who I think might have Shining Pearl and see if they'll let me borrow theirs temporarily. Anyway, why are we here? Because I want to play more Satisfactory. What do you think? Of course it's Satisfactory. I only played it once this week. Only once. Like, can you blame me? I just want to keep playing it. Also, you know, it is the final, like, 6 hours or so of September, and as much as I don't want to sell out, it'd be silly for me to not be live during this time. So, yeah, we're currently 91 subs off of the ridiculous 150 sub goal that I set at the beginning of the month. I don't expect to hit it, but it's there. Get a video out of it if we do hit it. Honestly, I would just rather us hit like 105 subs because that would beat last year's record. But even that, I think, is unlikely at this point. But you never know. I'm here, so yeah. And also, basically anybody who would drop by most likely during the stream already has a sub because Dingle went crazy the other day. Why do you think we're at almost 60 anyway? So yeah, Satisfactory. Remember I was talking about that? Yeah, let's get into that. Game is launching now. Just gotta wait for it. Hopefully the capture will appear without me having to reset it. Dingle can't go crazy. He's already crazy. I mean, fair point. No, I'm gonna have to reset it. You stupid thing. Come on. Really? Thank you. Did I do off stream? No, I didn't. I literally have not played this since the end of the stream on Monday. So I wasn't kidding when I said I only played it once this week. Is why I'm streaming it now, because I want to play it more. Although I think I am approaching that point in the game where it's like, do I really want to keep playing? Just because the factories are getting bigger and more complex, and there's more time and effort that has to go into them, and just, oh god. I should restock on modular frames while I'm here. Looks alright otherwise. Oh, I need more steel stuff. That's something I can get on the way. Yes, exactly. Static. This save I will see out through at least the end of Phase 3, which means building out 2 more factories once I'm done with this current one that I've been setting up. And by setting up, I mean getting the basics set up so that I can actually make the factory itself. But, you know. Also, in case you missed it last time, I unlocked the bigger blueprint designer, so there's the Mark 1, right? I'm just gonna back up a little bit. There's Mark 1. Oh, are they not under here? Did I not unlock them? I guess I didn't unlock them. Never mind. I'm apparently going crazy. Yeah, you know why? Because heavy modular frames, that's why. I'm trying not to use all of my ridiculous amount of tickets to buy more frames. Which, to be fair, I would only need, what, 12, I think? That was a nice slide. Ah, damn. Actually, I'm curious. How many would I need? You. Yeah. 12 out of 132 coupons. So I'd have 120 left out of the awesome sink right now. I don't think I need to worry about it that much. So yeah, in case you missed the last stream, well, that factory was upgraded off stream, but basically, no train coming. Basically, we spent it finishing out the railway to the southwest corner. I'm in the northeast corner. I always reverse them for some reason. I honestly do not know why. I don't have that problem in any other situation. It's just in this game for some reason. Yeah, I don't disagree with that, Static. The zipline's boost honestly could use a boost. But yeah, we finished it building out the railroad and then got started on the factory. Oh, balls. I didn't go to the side enough. Oh well, wow, I almost died from that. Fair enough, I guess. This could be scary, but I have my game set to retaliate mode, i.e. nothing is hostile until I attack the thing. So it's basically like being on passive mode, but they will attack back, thus retaliate. Because honestly, I'd rather spend my time building a factory at this point than having to fight mobs and then build a factory. It just gets to be a pain, you know? Like, I dealt with it in updates 4 and 5. I think I actually had it set to retaliate in Update 7 as well, but I didn't play much of Update 7, so... And Update 6 was essentially part of Update 5, but only briefly. For me, obviously. Yeah, I can top this off. Well, you know what? Why not? Just do that, because I can, and then... Sure. Just bring excess amounts, why not? Well, that's unfortunate. My body clipped through the ground, that's... How did that happen? You ever just die so hard that you clip out of the plane of existence? Because I think that's legitimately what just happened. And now my character model is just T-posing while... Okay, never mind. It's just gone now. Yeah, so I lost my inventory, but I at least have my equipment. I did have that setting enabled as well. Because let's be honest, right? Like, you die enough, and you just get tired of having to run back at really slow speeds, or grab another set of blade runners that you may or may not have to craft on the spot. Like, we've all been there before. Just let me keep my inventory a little bit. Fortunately, I can still do the power line riding to get back there fairly quickly. Most likely, yeah, static. Like, when I realized that I had fallen off, I started holding back to get away from the elevator, but I'm not sure that I managed to get away from it properly. Also, my light turned off, I think. Doesn't matter. Unfortunately, that autosave was poorly timed, so... kind of just... the half a second before impact was basically just lagged out of existence because of the autosave. Shadows very quickly moving across the sky. Reminds me of Minecraft in a way. Anybody who didn't play Minecraft way back in the day is probably like, wait, what do you mean? How does this remind you of Minecraft? It's not quite the same, but it's still kind of got that feeling, you know? Also, yay, my frame rate's dropped again. Every time I come into this area, because of everything here and the fog and whatnot, my frame rate just dies. Oh, there it is, okay. Okay. Now we go back. Damn it. You know, you're really not helping. Bastard. It's supposed to reduce the rendering resource costs. Yeah, supposed to. Honestly, I don't think it's entirely the fog, it's just UE5 in general. Because even if I disable the global illumination and whatnot, my frame rate still does not go very far over 100, if at all. And I'm running the same settings as on update 7, UE4. So UE5 is just that much worse for performance. Of course, I just talked about this last night, how my computer is really fucking good, and yet almost mid-range, just because of the way that the last few years have gone with the increases in performance and newer hardware generations. Though, having said that, apparently I clipped D. Having said that, I have to keep my hand on W, don't forget. You know, 20 series and anything ray tracing related, yeah, no, it's never going to perform well because first gen RT, right? That's why I said with those features off, it still performs pretty not great. It performs worse than it did previously, that's what I'm saying. And yeah, butt shinies. At the end of the day, I could always turn the performance down, but also, my frame rate hovers around 60 FPS most of the time, and that's what I keep it locked to for the stream's sake. Like, I'll unlock it when I'm doing stuff offline, but yeah, no, I lock it to 60 so that it doesn't lag out the stream at all. Because as it stands right now, you know, I'm doing GPU encoding. GPU usage currently is in the low to mid 90s. So, it's a bit busy over there. A bit busy. Unfortunately, it is a bit of a drive to get all the way down to the southwest corner of the map from the northeast. I mean, who would have guessed, right? But we'll be there in a couple of minutes. There is a mod that allows me to go up to 420 kilometers an hour in the train, but I'm not using it. I can deal with the slightly slower travel times. Plus I can do this. I'm only doing 120 instead of 420 kilometers an hour, but fine by me. Supersonic trains. Probably shouldn't do that in Satisfactory at the very least. I do wish that I could do the escape trick to hold W without having to actually hold it. Works for shift, not W. Where's my train cruise control? Yes, I know, I could literally just tell it to go to the station. Right? I could set up a timetable and have it navigate to the station that way. I don't want to set up a temporary timetable for that. Even if the signals are all set up and it actually will work. As long as it doesn't get unhappy about the fact that the train line beyond the station down here is incomplete. Visible grid lines on the water surface. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's still early access, to be fair. They'll hopefully fix that. I'm not saying they will, but they'll hopefully fix that. I never went and got that hard drive over there. At least the lines you're seeing here, the diagonal ones and such, that's just the land under the water. That's not even the different water textures not blending together. And then the fog changes suddenly. And yes, just as a side note, in case anybody missed the Monday stream, we are rapidly approaching the world border. If you'll notice, there's a couple of extra foundations on this corner. If you go and stand out on the outermost corner platform, even somewhere on it, no matter what, you'll be on the other side of the border. So yeah, it's a bit close, but it's fine. Also, you can see exactly what I managed to complete before the end of last week, which was not much, but also enough. Well, I got the docking thing, so that's good at least. Right. Damn guardrails. Not even the back, so I could have a ramp down the other way. So here's the belting situation that I got done last time. I didn't make any notes, of course, so I think the coal was on the center too, and then it was like iron limestone, or limestone iron, and then inverse on top. I don't remember exactly. That's probably limestone, so yeah, the bottom and the uppermost are probably iron. Of course, there's one easy way, that's the home icon. Let me see the map, because I need to remember what the hell I've done. Waiting for it to load my save, because I didn't do this previously. Oh boy, it's laggy while it's loading. Stream doesn't help. Nor the game. Of course, I had the map all nice and zoomed in right where I wanted it, and then because I loaded a save where I wasn't anywhere near there, it changed what it was looking at. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a fair. So that's 960 coal across 2 belts. Technically only needs to be what, 954? Yeah, 954, but close enough. That's 480 iron. It's another 360. Or 80 plus 360. Or 12, so another 420 basically. Or 480 for that matter. Depends on what's around this area. I think what I was planning on doing was taking these 8 iron ore nodes around right in this area. Like you can see a couple of them here. The other 6 are over that a ways somewhere. Which would be 480. So do I need all 8 of them? No. Am I going to take all 8 of them? Yes. And then what have I done for limestone? You're not limestone. You're not limestone. And you're not limestone. So that's 120, 240, 360, 480. We've got 480. I know you can't see anything of what I'm actually looking at, but don't worry about it. 480 plus 240. And what was the input? 972. Oh, okay. So I only need another 270 to 300. 120. 180. 240. Really? Really? Alright. Oh, fine. Just go and get that foundation, or that limestone. That's fine by me. You know, honestly, I can remove the iron nodes because I know what I'm taking from them. 20, 240, 300. Yes. Hey, look, another autosave and a slug. Yeah, this rail line is a little low. Where is this node? Right up here somewhere? Should be like right there. Yep, there we go. Unfortunately, because this is the like very first starting area in the game.
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
Piss off. Because this is the basically the starting area. No, this isn't a node? Interesting, it looks like it should be one. There's a lot of impure nodes in this area, so that's also not one. Where is this other limestone node? Right here, apparently. Of course, now I have to go and reselect the miner, but whatever. Not that big of a deal. I generally try not to run the initial power line off of the miners too far away. Just because. Yeah, sure, we'll send it up there. What did I say it was? 240 on that belt? Because I don't know where I'm going to run this to, but I could literally just merge it into that. That'll make it require a Mark IV belt. How are you up on the belt already? Jesus Christ, these birds. No, or deposits that way, just one of those stupid things. I don't know what was so invalid about that, but it sure wasn't happy about it. Yeah, that is just that power line. Okay. Yay, Mark IV belt's the bane of my existence for this setup because it requires so many goddamn encased beams. Seriously, I had to go back and restock I think twice in order to run all those belts. And just to verify, you are also 60, yes? Yes. Here, have those. No. I'm gonna have all the ores come into the factory in the same general area. Even if that's gonna be a mild headache for dealing with them, potentially. Wire is too long. And then where's the other two nodes? Right over here somewhere? Well, there's one. I think the other is over there. Yeah. So that should be an impure node, which means 60 per minute. Neat. Yes, I know I could rebuild the miner so that it has a better angle on it, but do you really think I care that much? I think what I'm gonna do is this. I'm only using the explosives because it gets rid of the rocks as well, for sure, versus cutting down the trees. Cannot work. There. Oh, a nice clear path to this place. Hmm. Yeah, so these should all be 60 per minute. I think what I'll do is I'll actually bring these under, because those two belts are maybe not completely maxed out, but close enough that it'll be easier just to put these all on their own belt line. Do it like this. Remove that bush so it's not clipping through the belt. Do you mind? And then I can also do something like this, except I'm gonna go run over this way. God, I haven't used these nodes since update 4. Been that long. I did make my heavy modular frame factory down here in update 7, back over that way, but I never tapped into these nodes because I just never really needed to. Or you get to be a nuisance. Alright, you know what? Good hitboxes. I wasn't honestly expecting that to work, but good hitboxes. I do remember this cliff being a bit of a nuisance to move around on, though. Just maneuver around all the shrubbery so I don't have to deal with it. There we go. That will actually be 220, 240. Actually, hold up. That's already 240 there. So this will be a total of 360. Plus the Mark II belt making its way over here into there for a total of 480 heading off that way. I have 300 on there, that would be 420. So yeah, I could get full 480 on that belt for the limestone. Cool. Leave that like that for the moment. I'll just mark 4 belts. Will I actually have enough stuff with me? I think I have more in the train, if not. At least I hope I do. Whether you dinged, but... yeah. What if I was to bring this over that way? I mean, no, I'm gonna keep it going this way. This and that can both merge in on the same merger, basically. And I'll just make that stretch. Sure, why not bring everything online? What could go wrong? I gave it plenty of time to move, and it didn't want to move, so... So I'm gonna bring that forward to there. And how much? This? Less than 200. Oh god, I'm gonna go through most of that just in this segment alone. Yep, literally have 50 left. Really do hope I have more on the train. Otherwise, it's time to go back north again. Yeah, I have plenty. It's just obnoxious to get onto the train sometimes. And then there's more stuff for the tracks, plus that. Which may or may not be needed for things. I don't know what's needed. Hopefully it's for running belts and stuff, because that's what it's doing. Odd how it wouldn't let me select it, even though it's plenty close enough. Then again, I've noticed Update 8 has just been kind of weird with actually middle clicking in general. All the time. You're a, yeah, you're a Mark, or a normal mode, so that's Mark 2. Close enough. I think that's everything done. Okay, one of the pole nodes didn't get hooked in. And this top line isn't doing anything either. Ooh, funky shadows. So it's the lower coal belt that didn't get done, seemingly. Because, yeah, that one's definitely hooked up. So none of this is working. No, it is not. Okay. Well, that's everything up here hooked in at the very least. Green and green. Okay. We're all producing. Yeah, lag in this area is not surprising in the slightest. Really? That's too steep? Okay. Oh yeah, it's just a power line right there. There we go. Green up there, I can't actually see your indicator. It's white, actually, which is even better, because it should be. The power indicators are red. Well, they're gray with no power. Red when power but unable to do work or something like that. I don't remember exactly. Maybe gray with no connection and red with no power. yellow when they're idle and then green when they're working, but if they're overclocked, they're white. So as long as the miners are either... Well, at this point most of them are flashing yellow, which is fine, but when they're actively running, as long as they're either green or white, that's what we want. So there we go, that's all of the input, in theory, for the factory. 960 coal per minute, 1270, 1280, I think it's 1280 iron ore per minute, and then limestone is like 1,000 per minute or something like that, I don't remember exactly. No, 1,020? Yeah, 1,020. Simple as that. How am I going to do this? Because here's the thing, right? What's up, Kiosk? I only need 8 refineries for wet concrete. However, I need 36 of them for pure iron. So that's a thing. And of course all the water is over here. I get the feeling that I'm going to want to expand this platform some more. But maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. Also, I don't remember how much water is going through all that. Like 480 each, hopefully? I think it would be 480 each. Tell you what, let's just set up the refineries on this back edge. I know not all of them are going to fit, so we're going to put concrete going this way, ideally. Yeah, sure, pure copper. Pure copper, right, that's the one I wanted. Yeah, might as well use all the space, right? Just not that much. How goes factorying? Pretty well. I don't get why it wants to place the blueprint on the bottom half the time, but yeah, whatever. What am I out of? Copper sheets. Ah, cool. Got all the resources finally to this platform. So that's basically where we stand. Yeah, 972 limestone. Wait a minute. I messed up somewhere. How is that supposed to fit on two 480 belts? Huh. In theory, if I've done it right, it should just be as simple as no. And we're good. In theory. Let me look at the interactive map for a second. It's an autosave in the last little bit, right? One recent enough, certainly. Gotta wait for it to load. At least it's gonna load in roughly the right area of the map this time. Okay. How to find the limestone nodes. They don't show up now that I've used them. Okay, so that's 480 on the lower belt, right? So there's... That's all iron. 60 there, 60 there, 120 there. That's 240. There's 60, that's 300. Ah, I see. 60 there, 360, then 120 there, 480. However, I'm not overloading the belt because I forgot about this belt. And honestly, at this point, I'm thinking just... Okay, screw head in that direction, head this way. Reroute this belt completely. So that belt should be 420, I believe, but not 480. It's now missing 60 per second. I can just literally take this belt, run it down here. Since I'm gonna be most likely routing the limestone around this way and the iron around this way, but certainly the limestone. I have an extra 120 belt off to the side like this. I think I'll split it up. The iron, I don't know what I'm going to do with the coal, but the iron can go down that way, hopefully. Not like that spot. Lizard doggo, be careful. So I went to right there. One off of the edge. So many encased beams. So that's iron ore. This one's limestone, though. Yeah, that's the limestone one. Which one are you on? I'm trying very hard not to fall into the void right now. Yes, I know this is going to be clipping. It's just temporary. This container will not be here for that long. Damn autosave. Place that there. Grab the belt eventually, and then that goes there. Destroy that foundation. Whoops. And yeah, the bot said it's time for a break. Which it is. Of course. I want to finish this segment real quick. I had a feeling that that would be perfectly spaced such that that belt was not going to want to connect. Because of course. Just going to get away from the void slightly. Just because. Yeah, something like that. I don't know when exactly I'll be switching away from this, or if I'll be switching away from this at all. GTA is always a mystery, and so it'll happen if it happens, and if not, I'll just keep playing Satisfactory until I feel like stopping. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna take a short break, stand up, stretch, get away from the computer for a few minutes while I can. Hello? I just alt-tabbed, and the alt-tab interface is still on screen. No stop, only go. I mean, that is one way to do it. But, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna just take a short break. More Satisfactory, what a shame. Yeah, I know, right? I'll be back in a few. I'm gonna run some ads while I'm away. The only time that I run ads is during the break, so that way they don't interfere with gameplay. And because I'm running them now, it means no pre-rolls for the next hour. Also, most of the regular viewers are subs at this point, so it doesn't matter either way, but, you know. Anyway, BRB. Alrighty, I am back, and before we get back into it, I do just want to mention again that it is the final, like, what is it, 5 hours of September, I think it is. It ends at like 3 a.m. Eastern, so midnight Pacific, of course, because Twitch is Pacific-centric, seeing as that's where they're based. But, yeah. Almost out of time to get discounted subs, and I think more importantly for most people who would show up tonight, gift subs on a discount. I've been saying all month, don't gift subs, just wait, and everybody listened. Nobody gifted a sub for the entirety of the month until Wednesday. And, you know, telling people to not give me money, essentially, is not... I mean, there's no easy way to say that, right? Like, do I really want to tell people not to give me money? With the way things have been for me? No, of course not. But I also don't want to be like, please give money. I've done that enough this year. But yeah, hopefully you know what I mean. Like, trying to make sure that if anybody's actually going to gift subs, just save your money until the end of the month. Well, now it's the end of the month, so I guess keep saving your money or don't. Do as you wish with it. It's your money. But there is a sub goal in place. As I said, it's honestly, frankly, extremely ridiculous. But 150 subs. We're currently sitting at 59. So 91 subs off of hitting that goal. I'd be happy if we hit even like 105 because that will beat last year's record by a couple of subs. But yeah, 150. That's the reward for it. It's a small thing, but I think I'm going to make that trip next week if the weather holds out. One way or the other. Whether or not I record anything is a different story. I kind of want to go on that little trip and go see sights while the leaves are maybe not quite as vibrant as the left side of the screen right now, but, you know, something like that. That'd just be a little reward as well. Just give something extra back. But, you know, don't feel obliged. Don't feel like you have to. As always. Anyway, back to the gameplay. And, right. And my lights, and suddenly there were two things in front of me. I'd rather not be there. Just how it goes sometimes, right? Yeah, that should be a Mark II. Is that clear? Good enough. Tree's a little overgrown, growing onto the belt, over the belt slightly, but it's not obscuring anything, so it's fine. So many attempts, and then gotta be almost pixel perfect with trying to get the damn attachment point. How do I want to handle this? How do I want to deal with this? No, of course. I don't have any. Hello to you too, Dingle. Can you piss off with the damn coin flips unnecessarily? I really want to remove that command simply so that if we do, well, I want to. Because I'm tired of us using Slipstream regularly in GTA Racing. But one, that assumes we actually do it. And two, if I remove the command, Predominant's just going to do it at his own leisure, which is probably going to be more often than not, so, yeah. But that also, again, that assumes that we're actually going to play, which... Why am I putting them in the first view? That's a silly idea. Just go all the way down to the end. Put them in there. And there. And there. Yeah, it's useful for other things, but those other things don't really exist. So, it's really not needed. I'm gonna run over here because I remember that there are 2 overclockers in there, and guess what one of them is going towards? Because I could build 9 refineries, or I could build 8 refineries and just overclock one by another 10%. Because, yeah. That's all it needs. I mean, to be fair, there's been a coin flip command since very early on in Arpabot's existence. It's just not been available on Twitch is all. Which, I see no issue with. What's the output on these? 80. Wait a minute, what? Oh, I see. 80, 160, 240, 320. $400. Wait, no. Yeah, this is right. This will be 400. And then we're back to Mark II, and then Mark III, and another Mark III. Not perfect, but it's good enough. Actually, what I can do is this. Where are they? Logistics? Yep. And then I can split that between 450 a minute and 198 a minute. Are you hearing fireworks? Good question. Why are you hearing fireworks? Okay, so this one will be 198 per minute. And this will be 450 per minute. There we go. Now how much water do I need? 810. Yeah, that is more than I can handle on one belt line. think I've got a reason to do that, so let's do that. Okay, so the way I've got this set up, I'm actually drawing like is it 1920 water per minute? Is that what I'm doing? Yes. Divided by, yeah, 1920. So I'm sending 960 to both sets of refineries. I need 810 here and 715.69 at the refineries that don't exist yet. So half and half, basically. Probably still too tall to go under there like this, where I've got it set up, but that's fine. Dingle, you keep asking that same question. Like, how many times are you gonna keep asking it? Actually, this far out. Yeah, that's one belt's worth. I mean, you've asked it multiple times, though. Or you've mentioned it multiple times, at the very least. That's fine. I can make this work. I definitely remember you bringing this up at some point. Maybe not that exact question, but bringing up, like, something regarding New Year's Eve. Missing iron plates. Why am I not surprised? I don't have any iron rods. Oh dear. Oh dear. No, you're not gonna be cool and under mount. That's fine. This will be so much easier with a hover pack. Okay. I mean, yeah, I could do that. The problem is it does that, which is not ideal. If I did this, would that work? Not at that level. Also, is that not even side to side? Looks like it is to me. Yeah, I guess that is straight. I don't have to have it right there. Right there. Now I can do this. And I think if I do this, it should be fine. Yeah. It's a little tight, but that's fine. There. Now how much does this need? This needs 132, so I can't even put the 120 into it, because it's just not going to work out. Okay. Well, I guess that's fine. Yeah, you're going to want to do that. I'd rather you not. Even if only temporarily, I want to do this. Now I am going to have an excess of stuff here, don't forget. Oh right, you are... Well, you need a Mark III lifter. Everything else needs a Mark II lifter. And then these won't be receiving anything yet because I haven't hooked up the belts. What if I put a merger in, like, right there? That's Mark IV, that's Mark IV. I can just have this come over this way somewhere. Right. But then for this... Oh no, I can do this way. Just like that. Right there, and then snake it over into that. That'll be a Mark II, and then Mark II into there. So that's taking 132 out of 480, and then I'm putting 120 back into the mix. So it's not quite, but almost what it should be. Let's say 480, 360. $240 only needs Mark III. 120, and then you. Right, yeah. There we go. Not actually 360, not actually 240. And as I said, the resource here, the limestone, is going to back stuff, and that's fine. Actually preferred in some ways. What I'm going to do here is this. I have to upgrade the belts in the middle, obviously. But knowing it's 480, how much do these use? Roughly 100. I'll make 2 segments. Mark II, why not? Shouldn't be necessary, but that at least ensures it can flow smoothly. And then as it gets towards the center, it gets restricted, but that's fine. And yeah, this is technically clipping with the rail line a little bit, this entire setup, but it's not enough to warrant concern. It's fine as it is. There we go. So that should be the limestone processing just done. Which leaves the iron. Hello? Thank you. Leave a little bit of room behind. Give it a little bump to the side there just for the pipelines to come through. That's where the motors are going, so I can steal from there, no problem. Although I think I'm going to need to steal even more in just a second, but mind that. So that is a total of 8, right? Alright, stop. Just... Okay, that also works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. Okay. Well... 16. Yeah, I'm out of motors again. Just do that. Do I have any extra motors? Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm gonna need more motors than that. Where are the motors? Surely I have more. I'm gonna wanna do this. Oh, I'm out of that as well. Alright, well, hopefully I still have enough of that. I'm not going to have enough for the entire project at this point. Most likely, but we'll see. I shouldn't need pipes after this bit. Yeah, it should just all be that. I'm gonna remove the last two. How did I remove that platform? Just a couple of belts down at this end now to... I didn't think I had actually selected it, but then I looked down, realized, and tried to back up, and, yeah, too late. Again, if I had a hover pack... Yeah, I know, jetpack would have saved me. At least a little. But if I had a hover pack, I would have had a power source around and I could have not died. But you have to wait until aluminum to get hover packs, which I just do not agree with in the slightest. They are far too useful to be locked to such a late period in the game. Because, like, the way that the game is configured at the moment, at least, Phase 1, not a problem. Phase 2, yeah, it'll take you a little bit, but yeah, you'll be done with it in no time. Phase 3, unless you're just rushing through things, it's going to be a little while, and then Phase 4, why are you even bothering going the full distance, honestly? So, yeah. One of those things. Now, there is one unfortunate thing. Actually, how in the hell do I get back up there? I don't think I really do. Actually, not from here. I don't have a train. And I wasn't gonna bother getting the resources for a train. Also, Dingle, now that Storm's responded, I'll entertain your question in regards to New York... New York. New York Eve. Yes. Brain, please. Wrong NY. In regards to the New Year's Eve question, here's an idea. How about we get a fucking 5M server up and running? It's just take a Saturday night or two off, get together as a group, figure out things, figure out who's going to do what, get everything sorted, and then, hey look, we have 5M now, we can actually do stuff, and maybe EJ will even want to come back. Yeah, we've been around this circle many times. Nobody has the time, but here's the thing, right? Nobody has the time, but hey, people have the time to spend like 3 to 4 hours in GTA every Saturday night, right? So let's just take that time, some of it, not all of it, but some of it, and just allocate it to 5M. Because if you say at that point that, oh, you can't actually allocate the time, you know, it just can't do it. Even if you actually can, it just means you don't want to, and you should say that outright instead. Because at this point, it's clear to me that GTA is probably going to be dead by the end of the year, and I am not okay with that, personally. I ain't done with it yet. So, let's do something about it before we actually get to that point. Nah, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, you're right. Just frustrating, man. I just want to race. I just want to race. I don't feel like doing it on public servers necessarily all the time. Kiosk, the reason why we haven't gone to 5M previously is purely because the EJ was against it. That's it. That is like the reason. We've discussed it many times over the years, and it always came back to EJ wasn't going to take part because Rockstar. The only reason that it's, like, being considered again is because, oh, hey, Rockstar or Take-Two bought the devs of 5M. So clearly it's okay now. You see the space elevator pop up at the top of the screen for a second, even though I'm facing the exact opposite direction? That was a thing. Yeah, Take-Two, I think it is. Technically, probably, but Rockstar bought out the devs behind 5M. Hey, Falcon Punch. I mean, Dingle, if what I've heard is right, there's enough stuff out there that we should be able to get something thrown together to at least start. And if we can get something thrown together to start, then we should be able to figure out some way to make it work out in the long term and actually get people more interested and be like, yeah, hey, I see that you guys have this set up. I want to help out. How can I help out, you know? We just sit on our asses and do nothing, though. We're never going to get to that point. Yeah, that's the one concern, Static, is that Rockstar are just going to essentially be like, yeah, no. Shut it down before it can do anything with GTA 6. But I'm sure that they've seen just how popular roleplay servers are, and so they're not concerned with shutting it down, more so that they're more concerned with monetizing it and getting more money out of it, because they don't get enough fucking money out of GTA 5 as it is. And again, when I say Rockstar, I mostly mean Take-Two in these instances. I mean, maybe the heads at Rockstar have something as well, but it's probably Take-Two for the most part. Yeah, which will shut it down in a soft way. And by the way, the reason why no locomotive is because I would have had to go collect the resources for it, and just, I didn't want to do that. So I'm just running back. Is there finally going to be a V6 static? Have you not seen the number of leaks that have come out over the last, like, year or two? We know it's in development. Racing time in 20 minutes? Roger, thank you, Predominant. You have not seen? Well, there's been a few leaks. And, yeah, it's all but confirmed. I mean, actually, Rockstar themselves has said that they're working on the next installment of the series. But, you know, they kept the wording to basically that. They're just working on the next installment. We know at this point it's GTA 6. Like, I will admit, I haven't looked at the leaks myself, because I don't want to. But from what I've heard, like, it's very obvious that it's GTA 6, and I believe it's supposed to be in Miami. Like, that's all I really know, and that's all I really care to know. And before it's using the same engine unchanged. God, I hope not. Q2 2025 is the release date. I wouldn't be surprised, although that's the release date for console version, I'm sure. You know, if you're on PC, like a lot of us here, fuck you. Just wait a year. I joke about how it's going to be an EGS exclusive, but I mean, have you seen the news recently about EGS? Yeah. I don't think they'd even entertain that idea. They'd rather just sell it themselves rather than going through any other stores. Not chaotic enough for that. Well. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't looked into anything, so I don't know 100% what the deal is with things, because honestly, I'll just wait until the game comes out and see if it's actually worth it to buy when it eventually comes to PC. And if I care enough to deal with all the bullshit. Because it's probably going to be either a grind fest or pay to win. Or, well, really both of them. PC won't come out until Q4 2030. No, that's a good one. Point adjustment. Oh, by the way, oh no, I'm gonna cross into the death plane. It's not actually death plane, but yeah, there it is. Close. But not quite there. Comfortably bet, rather, it won't be worth getting, ignoring story, because the story is always solid. Yeah, that's very true. Odds are the story will be very solid. The single-player experience will probably be pretty damn good, because that's what they excel at. But, I mean, everybody here should know just how much of a cash cow GTA 5 has been for them, so, specifically GTA Online. Good. Right, Dingle? No one is still playing GTA 5 for the story? Yeah, I mean, I've considered going back to it, but this year is just kind of... the way everything has gone has kind of killed my interest. Oh, right, this is gonna be... You know, what if I just offset it? Right? Like, I could literally, because blueprints, I could literally just offset the blueprint, and now suddenly they're all aligned. But I'm missing steel pipes. I'm probably gonna run out of something else. Never mind that. Right. Let me make sure this is actually aligned properly because it's technically offset with these blueprints. Interesting that that belt rebuilt itself. They really were, yeah. Such a great mechanic to have. Definitely don't need all of this. Don't need that either. Clearly looking at the belt. Yeah, I did build the right amount. That one's iron. Those two should be coal and coal. Yep, and then this is iron. And do the same thing I did before. And I didn't need that many. That's fine. Damn it. So close and yet so far. Whee! Delete that. And this out, this away. Yeah, no, that bottom one should also be marked for. You still haven't finished it, Storm? Dear God. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but like, it has been over 10 years now. At least for the original console version. Yeah, it is kind of impressive. Ah, gotcha. So it just took you a while to actually get it, basically. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, the story is definitely worth finishing. As was said just before, the story is basically always worth it. Also, you notice the pixel in between the platforms? That's reassuring. Line of pixels where just there's nothing. Yeah, not terrifying at all. Okay, I've already only fallen into the void only fell in the void once, right? I just fell before, was all. Magnetic foundations. Yeah, I mean, I'm not worrying about it. That's the one really nice thing, is that they use the same stack supports for pipes as they do for the regular belts. So you can just replace them like that. You can have fluids and items stacked all along each other like that. No big deal. Okay, so it was not there. Good to know. No, I really didn't want... Glad there was an extra foundation there. I thought for a second, wait a minute, did I just really step that close to the edge? Not really. But also almost. Basically, everywhere there's a gap, I need to set one of these. I don't know that I'll be able to reach this, but let's see immediately. Yeah, it fits, but I guarantee it wouldn't go much further. I think it's like 6 refineries is about the absolute most you can do. And that's 6 refineries worth, so, yeah. Alright, well, I'm not done setting this up, but, probably take my last break of the night before getting into GTA. I need a couple minutes to kind of switch things over anyway, so... I'm not going to go all the way back, because that would take too long. But I am at least going to come back here. It's getting there. I don't know that I'll be able to do everything I need to in that area, but we'll find out next week. Or something like that. Game was saved. Put to desktop. Disable capture. And AFK! So yeah, like I said, GTA is going to be starting shortly. So I am going to just take a short break to switch everything over and whatnot. And when I come back, we'll actually be doing GTA racing, I guess. At least I hope so, because otherwise I quit out of Satisfactory for no reason. Also, it's September, the last few hours of September, so gift the subs, please. I would like to hit 105 subs at the very least. Yeah, anyway, BRB. Oh, and I'm gonna